Welcome back children to the second session of the lesson The Concert. Have you all answered the assignment questions? Alright, check your answers now. Here are some statements. First one, we must not miss the chance. Who said this? Anant. What chance did the speaker not want to miss? The chance was to listen to Pandit Ravi Shankar's performance. When did he say so? When Smita read about the performance of Pandit Ravi Shankar in the newspaper. Second one, but they did not voice their fears. Who does the word they refer to? Anant's family members. What did they fear? They feared that Anant did not have many days to live. How did they behave with him? They laughed, talked and surrounded him with whatever made him happy. Third one, take him home, give him the things he likes. Who said this? The doctors who were treating Anant said this. Who does him refer to? Anant. Why did they say so? Anant was suffering from cancer and the doctors knew that he had not many days to live. Fourth one, a walk in the park might make you feel better. Who said this? Aunt Sushila. Who was this suggestion given to? It was given to Smita. What did the other person or listener do then? She went for a walk in the park. Alright children. Now let's recall what we have learnt in the last session. Anant was suffering from cancer. His parents had come to Bombay for his treatment. They had high hopes in the miracle of modern science. They were staying with Aunt Sushila. The doctors who were treating him realized that he had not many days to live. So they advised his parents to take him home and give him whatever he wished. His parents did not voice their fears. They laughed and talked and surrounded him with whatever made him happy. When Smita read from the newspaper that Pandit Ravi Shankar was performing at the Shanmugananda auditorium, Anant also wished to go, saying that it was the chance of a lifetime. Smita also wanted to help her brother. So she thought of a plan. So what was her plan? Did she fulfill her brother's wish? Let us see in today's lesson, The Concert. Before going to the lesson, let me introduce to you some glossary words. Now here comes the first one, enchantment, the feeling of a great pleasure. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅತಿ ಆನಂದದ ಭಾವನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. How can use this word in a sentence? We can use this as watching Tom and Jerry brings great enchantment for kids. Let's move on to the next word, ovation. Next word is ovation. Enthusiastic clapping by the audience who stand up from their seats as a sign of their appreciation. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಶ್ಲಾಘನೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. How can we use this word in a sentence? Look at this picture. Standing ovation is a source of inspiration for the performers. Let's move on to the next one. Wriggle. Twist and turn the body or part of it with quick short movements. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಚು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೊರಳು ಅಂತನೂ ಅಥವಾ ನುಸುಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ. Look at this picture. Dancers wriggle while they dance. Now the next word is wizard. A person who is especially good at some art or achievement. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಾ ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. How can we use this? Who is this? Can you identify him? Can you identify this person? Yes, he is Ustad Allah Rakha. He was a tabla wizard. Now let's move on to the next one, bother. Trouble or worry. ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಹಾಂ, see? This baby is not bothering its mother for eating food. We can use this word in a sentence. Now block, tall building that has flats. ವಿಭಾಗ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. How can we use this in a sentence? Apartments have many blocks. Now let me read the lesson for you children. Open your textbook. It is on the page number 90. Look at paragraph 10. The next day, As Smita and her father were leaving for the concert, her brother smiled and said, "Enjoy yourself." Though the words came out in painful gasps, "Lucky you." Sitting beside her father in the gallery, Smita heard as in a dream the thundering welcome the audience gave the master. Then the first note came over the air and Smita felt as if the gates of enchantment and wondering were opening. Spellbound, she listened to the unfolding ragas, the slow plaintive notes, the fast twinkling ones, but all the while the plan she had decided on the evening before remained firmly in her mind. The chance of a lifetime. She heard Anant's voice in every beat of the tabla. The concert came to an end and the audience gave the artists a standing ovation. A large mustachioed man made a long boring speech, then followed the presentation of bouquets. Then more applause and the curtain came down. The people began to move towards the exits. Now was the time Smita wriggled her way through the crowds towards the stage. Then she went up the steps that led to the wings, her heart beating loudly. In the wings, a small crowd had gathered to talk about the evening concert, to help carry bouquets and teacups and instruments. He was there, standing with the man who played the tabla for him, the great wizard of music, Ustad Allah Rakha. Her knees felt weak, her tongue dry, but she went up and standing before them, her hands folded, "Oh sir," she burst out. "Yes?" he asked questioningly but kindly, and her story came pouring out, the story of her brother who lay sick at home, and of how he longed to hear him and the Ustad play. "Little girl," said the mustachioed man who had made the long speech, "Panditji is a busy man, you must not bother him with such requests." But Pandit Ravi Shankar smiled and motioned him to be quiet. He turned to Ustad Sahib and said, "What shall we do, Ustad Sahib?" The Ustad moved the wad of pan from one cheek to another. "Tomorrow morning we perform for the boy." "Yes?" he said. "Yes," Pandit replied. "It's settled then." It was a very excited Smita who came home late that night. Anant was awake, breathing the oxygen from the cylinder. Did you hear him?" he whispered. She replied, "I did, and I spoke to him. He will come tomorrow morning with tabla ustad and they will play for you." And the following morning, Aunt Sushila's neighbors saw two men getting out of a taxi which pulled up outside their block. They could not believe their eyes. It's not possible," they said. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha went up the wooden staircase and knocked softly on the door of Aunt Sushila's apartment. They went in, sat down on the divan by the window and played for the boy, surrounded him with great and beautiful happiness as life went out of him gently, very gently. Okay children, now let's try to comprehend what we have learnt by doing certain activities. Here comes the first one. We can divide this lesson into 3 parts: during the concert, after the concert, and the great person's visit to Anant's house. Let's see what happened during the concert. During the concert, Smita felt as if the gates of enchantment and wonder were opening. Spellbound, she listened to the unfolding ragas, the slow plaintive notes, the fast twinkling ones. Meanwhile, she was thinking how to execute her plan. ನೋಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಸಂಗೀತ ಕಚೇರಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಮಿತಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಆ ಸಂಗೀತ ಕಚೇರಿಯನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಆಲಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ ರಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ತಾಳವನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವಳ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ದಿನ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬಹುದು, ಅವಳು ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾಳೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಗತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವಳ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ತಬಲದ ತಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ತಮ್ಮನ ಪದಗಳು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು ತಮ್ಮನ ಪದಗಳು? ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಅವನ ನುಡಿಗಳು ಆ ತಬಲದ ತಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಮಿತಾ wriggled her way through the crowds towards the stage. She felt very weak. She went to Pandit Ravi Shankar and told about her sick brother and how he longed to hear him and see him. Though the mustachioed man tried to stop the girl, Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad agreed to perform for her brother. ಆ ಸಂಗೀತ ಕಚೇರಿ ನಡೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ, ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂಡಿತ್ ರವಿಶಂಕರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ತನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮನ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅವನು ಇವರನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇವರ ಸಂಗೀತ ಕಚೇರಿಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಸೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇವಳನ್ನು ತಡೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀನು ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಇವ್ರು ಪಂಡಿತ್ ರವಿಶಂಕರ್ ಅವನನ್ನು ತಡೆದು ಇವಳಿಗೆ, ಆಯಿತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಉಸ್ತಾದ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾರಕ್ಕ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ನಾಳೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ನುಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಂಗೀತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್? ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ visit to Anant's house. The following morning, Sushila's neighbors could not believe their eyes. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allaraka went in and sat down on the divan by the window and played for Anant. While listening to them, life went out of him gently, very gently. ನೋಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋ ಅಂಥ ವಿಷಯ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ವಿಷಯ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಸುಶೀಲಾ ನೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನೆರೆಹೊರೆಯವರೇನಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ. ಆದರೆ ಅದು ನಿಜ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರೂ ಅನಂತ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದಿವಾನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಂಗೀತ ವಾದನವನ್ನು ನುಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋವಿನಿಂದ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಅನಂತ್ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಕೊನೆಯುಸಿರು ಎಳೆದಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಅವನ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಒಂದು ಏನು ಅವನು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಅದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Now let's move on to the next one. Here is a conversation. Suppose you are Smita and would wish to invite Pandit Ravi Shankar to your house. Imagine the conversation that follows and write it. Here you ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅಂತ, PRS ಅಂದರೆ ಪಂಡಿತ್ ರವಿಶಂಕರ್. ಈಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ಸ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಹೌ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಯು: ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್, ಮೇ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್? PRS: ವೆಲ್. ಯು: my brother blank fan of yours. What will you write here? Is a great fan of yours. Pandit Ravi Shankar: I am glad blank here. I am glad to know that. Is he here? You: no, he can't blank cancer. What will you write here, children? He can't come, sir. He is suffering from cancer. Pandit Ravi Shankar says, I am sorry. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನೋಡೋಣ, ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಾರಿ. ಎಸ್, ಮೈ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ? ಹೇಗೆ ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ವಾಕ್ಯ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು? ಯು: ವುಡ್ ಯು ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಸಿ ಹಿಮ್? ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಸಿ ಹಿಮ್. Pandit Ravi Shankar, looking at others, what do you say? You: please, I beg you to come and play for him. Mustachioed man: are you joking? Do you know blank too? What shall we write here? Who you are talking to? Don't bother him blank silly talk. With such silly talk. PRS: shh, silencing him. What dash Ustad? What shall we do, Ustad? Allah Rakha: don't cry, don't worry child, we will be dash tomorrow. In your house tomorrow. This is how you can create dialogues, children, and you can take the roles and play their roles also, children, with your friends. Now here is a set of matching questions. You have to match A, B and C with D. Let's see how to do this. The person who made the request was, ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ? ಸ್ಮಿತಾ. ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕರೇಜ್ ದಿ ಗರ್ಲ್, ಯಾರು? ಡಿಸ್ಕರೇಜ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳನ್ನು ತಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಯಾರು? ಮುಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಶಿಯೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಗೇವ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಫೈನಲಿ, ಕಾನ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ, ಪಂಡಿತ್ ರವಿಶಂಕರ್. ಹೂ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ the time of the concert, who is that person? Was Ustad Allaraka. So the person who made the request was Smita, the person who discouraged the girl was mustachioed man, the person who gave the consent finally was Pandit Ravi Shankar, the person who suggested the time of the concert was Ustad Allaraka. Now let's discuss about the skill reading. Do you remember in the last class also we had discussed about this skill. Now we know what is a flow chart and how to fill a flow chart. Now today in this class we shall see how to read a paragraph and answer the questions that follow. Let me read the paragraph to you children. Trials in life can be tragedies or triumphs depending on how we handle them. Triumphs don't come without effort. A biology teacher was teaching his students how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. He told the students that in the next couple of hours the butterfly would struggle to come out of the cocoon, but no one should help the butterfly. Then he left. The students were waiting and it happened. The butterfly struggled to get out of the cocoon, and against the advice of the teacher, one of the students took pity on it and decided to help the butterfly to come out of the cocoon. He broke the cocoon to help the butterfly so it did not have to struggle anymore, but shortly afterwards the butterfly died. When the teacher returned, he was told what had happened. He explained to the student that it is a law of nature that the struggle to come out of the cocoon actually helps develop and strengthen the butterfly's wings. By helping the butterfly, the boy had deprived the butterfly of its struggle and the butterfly died. We must apply this same principle to our lives. Nothing worthwhile in life comes without a struggle. Now let's answer the questions. First one, what was a biology teacher teaching? Second one, how did one of the students help the butterfly? Third one, why did the butterfly die? The answers are like this. A biology teacher was teaching his students how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. One of the students took pity on it. He broke the cocoon and helped the butterfly come out. By helping the butterfly, the boy had reprieved the butterfly of its struggle and the butterfly died. Answers are in the paragraph itself. It's very easy as I have highlighted them. Now, once you practice these kind of questions, you may have to concentrate on higher order questions. They are like this. Triumphs don't come without effort. How can you apply this to your studies? If the students had listened to their teacher, they would have saved the life of the butterfly. Do you agree with this? Why? Was the teacher right in telling the students not to help the butterfly come out of the cocoon? So you may have to think and analyze to answer these questions, and sometimes you can pick some points from the paragraph, and you may have to give a suitable title to this paragraph also. Now after reading that paragraph, let us see how to read a picture. When a picture is given and you are asked to read it, how will you read that picture? Let us see. While reading it, you have to keep these points in your mind. What are they? What, who, what are they doing, and objects and a message. Now let's see what is this. What ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದೆ, What is this picture? What can we say here? This is a picture of a park. This is a picture of a park. Then here who means, who ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ who do you see in this picture? ಯಾರನ್ನ ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. There are 4 people in this picture, father, mother and their children, and here is a bird. There is a bird. Now after that what do you do? Then we come to the next point. What are they doing? Here you have to express what these people or the bird doing. While expressing this, you have to use present tense, children, because there is a picture in front of you, so you have to express those sentences in present tense. Now let's see. Here mother is telling a story to her daughter. Father is playing with his son, and the bird is flying. It's your perception, children. If you see, if you feel that the mother is singing a rhyme, you can say like that also. You can also say the mother is singing a song for her daughter. So in the present tense you have to express. Then after this we shall see about the next point, that is objects. Other than these people and the bird, what do you see in this picture? You have to express now. You have to read it. Here are 2 flowers. One is yellow and the other is blue. And there are 2 cups. One is green and the other is blue. And there is a blue saucer. You find some fruits in this box, and you see a racket and a shuttlecock, and there are 2 benches, and there is a ball on the floor. This is how you have to read this picture. After reading it, you have to give a message relevant to the given picture. What message shall we give here? We should never litter the public places. Litter ಅಂದರೆ ಗಲೀಜ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. That should be, your message should be relevant to the given picture. Suppose if they give you a picture of an army, people serving the nation, what message do you give? We should always be ready to serve our nation. So like this you have to give a message. Now you know how to read the picture, isn't it, children? So we shall move on to the next one now. Let's recall what we have learnt in today's lesson. Answer the following questions. Why do you appreciate Smita? She could have enjoyed the concert alone, but she did not do so. She went to the concert and requested Pandit Ravi Shankar to perform for her brother Anant. Pandit Ravi Shankar came and performed for the sick boy. She helped her brother to realize his dream. So she deserves our appreciation. ಸ್ಮಿತಾಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಶಂಸೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. Why do you consider Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha as kind-hearted persons? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಹೃದಯಿಗಳು, ಮಾನವೀಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಮೆರೆದಂಥವರು ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, though Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha were so busy, both of them came to Smita's house and performed for the boy. They could have neglected the girl's request, but they came and performed for the sick boy. It shows that they were very kind and humane. Let's move on to the next question now. Why could not the neighbors of Sushila believe their eyes? ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವರು ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ನಂಬಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. One morning, the neighbors of Aunt Sushila saw Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha getting out of a cab. They could not believe that such famous and busy artists could come to a common man's house. Let's move on to the next question. Here are some statements, children, but they are jumbled up. Now you have to write them in the correct order. She felt very happy while listening to the concert. After the concert, she went and requested Pandit Ravi Shankar to play for her brother. Smita went to the concert with her father. Pandit Ravi Shankar agreed to come with Ustad Allah Rakha. Both of them came and played for Anant. In every tabla beat, she was listening to her brother's words. So, what comes first now? Yes, you are right, children. Next, what happens? She felt very happy while listening to the concert. Then, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? In every tabla beat, she was listening to her brother's words. What happened next? After the concert, she went and requested Pandit Ravi Shankar to play for her brother. Then, Pandit Ravi Shankar agreed to come with Ustad Allah Rakha. Both of them came and played for Anant. Let's watch a video, children.
This lesson is an example, children, but we have many more examples. Ashish is a 7-year-old boy, and tragically, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. Ashish's biggest dream was to become an inspector for the Mumbai police. And this magical hope came true when he was sworn in as an inspector of the city's Mulund police station for a few hours. Taylor, a 10-year-old cancer-affected boy, wished to have many comforts like watching movie, visiting a beach, wearing new dresses, and so on. Many people helped him in fulfilling his last wishes. Sydney, an 8-year-old girl, wished to listen to the roaring of bike engines as her last wish. But unfortunately, she died before she could realize it. More than 500 bikers came forward to fulfill her last wish after her death. Come, let's all join our hands to help such needy people.
So, we have come to the end of this lesson. Let me give you some assignment questions. Give one word for the following. First one, a great performer, especially a musician, moved quickly and suddenly towards a particular place. A blame or criticism against oneself, to behave in a particular way in order to make other people believe something that is not true. A feeling of a very great surprise, an act of event that does not follow the laws of nature and is believed to be caused by God. The person who is especially good at some art or achievement. Enthusiastic clap by the audience who stand up from their seats as a sign of their appreciation. So, you can take the help of glossary, children, to answer this. You answer these questions and submit it to your teachers. And here is one more question for you, an expression question. Express in your own words. If you are asked to give an end of your choice to this story, how would you like to end it? You write it and show it to your teachers. Okay, children, we have come to the end of this lesson, and before winding up, I would like to tell you that in the textbook you find QR code. Scan that QR code and do the activities given over there. Thank you, children.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿ